Welcome to the Transitions Daily podcast. Transitions Daily is an online recovery group that offers a daily distribution of popular recovery resources accompanied by a secret Facebook group for discussion. We hope you enjoy today's readings.
This is Transitions Daily for May 11th, read by Scott B. from Detroit, Michigan. AA Thought for the Day. Maturity. Many oldsters who have put our AA booze cure to severe but successful test still find they often lack emotional sobriety. To attain this, we must develop a real maturity and balance, which is to say humility, in our relations with ourselves, with our fellows, and with God. Bill W., As Bill Sees It, page 244. Thought to consider. We must find a spiritual basis of life or else. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 44. Acronyms. Faith. Fear ain't in this house. Just for today. Inspiration from this Spirit touch. At some time, perhaps in a more moderate way, nearly everyone has experienced this Spirit touch of God. The fleeting feeling of insight, love, joy, and the world is right. Once, I thought that only unusual circumstances made these moments possible. Actually, I now think they are forecasts of what one can have if one is willing to take the time and make the effort. Peace, love, and joy can be sought through quiet thinking and honest prayer. The wholeness, the new awareness that is produced affects one's relationship with God and man to a degree greater than would seem possible in ordinary life. Came to Believe, page 65. Daily Reflections. A sense of belonging. Until we had talked with complete candor of our conflicts and had listened to someone else do the same thing, we still didn't belong. 12 Steps, 12 Traditions, page 57. After 4 years in AA, I was able to discover the freedom from the burden of buried emotions that had caused me so much pain. With the help of AA and extra counseling, the pain was released and I felt a complete sense of belonging and peace. I also felt a joy and a love of God that I never experienced before. I'm in awe of the power of Step 5. As Bill Sees It. Two-way tolerance. Your point of view was once mine. Fortunately, AA is constructed so that we do not need to debate the existence of God, but for best results, most of us must depend upon a higher power. You say that the group is your higher power, and no right-minded AA would challenge your privilege to believe precisely that way. We should all be glad that good recoveries can be made even on this limited basis. But turnabout is fair play. If you would expect tolerance for your point of view, I'm sure that you would be willing to reciprocate. I try to remember that. Down through the centuries, lots of brighter people than I have been found on both sides of this debate about belief. For myself, of late years, I'm finding it much easier to believe that God made man than man made God. Letter 1950. Big Book Quote. We do not like to pronounce any individual as alcoholic, but you can quickly diagnose yourself. Step over to the nearest bar room and try some controlled drinking. Try to drink and stop abruptly. Try it more than once. It will not take long for you to decide if you are honest with yourself about it. It may be worth a bad case of the jitters if you get a full knowledge of your condition. Alcoholics Anonymous, More About Alcoholism, page 31. 24 hours a day. AA Thought for the Day. We can depend on those members of any group who have gone all out for the program. They come to meetings, they work with other alcoholics. We don't have to worry about their slipping. They're loyal members of the group. I'm trying to be a loyal member of the group. When I'm tempted to take a drink, I tell myself that if I did, I'd be letting down the other members who are the best friends I have. Am I going to let them down if I can help it? Meditation for the day. Wherever there is a true fellowship and love between people, God's Spirit is always there as a divine third. In all human relationships, the divine Spirit is what brings them together. When a life is changed through the channel of another person, it is God, the divine third, who always makes the change, using the person as a means. The moving power behind all spiritual things, all personal relationships between people is God, the divine third, who is always there. No personal relationships can be entirely right without the presence of God's Spirit. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may be used as a channel by God's Spirit. I pray that I may feel the divine third is always there to help me. Hazelden Foundation, P.O. Box 176, Center City, Minnesota 55012. My name is Scott, and I'm an alcoholic.
We hope you enjoyed today's readings. You can also receive Transitions Daily via email and discuss today's readings in our secret Facebook group. So for more information, go to dailyaaemails.com today.
Other than the 24 hours a day reading, unless otherwise specified, all quotes copyright Alcoholics Anonymous World Services, Inc., 1952 through 2001.